I once thought of a statement a few years ago that I've only trotted out on special occasions. And it goes a little something like this. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and they're usually full of shit. So let's go over some basics of this vlog. Yes, everyone is entitled to their opinion. They're not entitled for their opinion to be right. Now, this is very important when you're dealing with discourse, especially things in like the scientific arena and the dialogue created around such things. All because you have an opinion does not mean you're entitled for everyone else to either share that opinion or for your opinion to trump other opinions, unless you have, let's say, data, information, surveys, or any other kind of information to back said opinion up. In fact, just kind of calling it an opinion kind of just shows your hand. You usually don't have something to report. Or maybe you do. You've observed things and throughout time you've gathered up your opinion based on history, based on personal experiences, and yeah, I'll agree, some of that stuff cannot be easily discounted. Even when there is other information available, you can sometimes still be entitled to your opinion. But that's it. It's easy to lambast other people that don't share your opinion. I kind of just did that with the last vlog. However, in my defense, there is a lot of discrimination in fandom. It's something that's been talked about for God knows how long now. I mean, I was researching this back in 2012. This problem's way before that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the facts over feelings brigade. That tends to be a bit of an alt-right dog whistle. The people who tend to use that term often dismiss facts that don't align with their own feelings. I would say it's irony, but I'm sure it's lost on them. So how do we go about discourse when we have opinion versus opinion, or specifically, how do we go about discourse when we have opinion versus fact? I firmly believe that the only way to stop bad information is with good information, and particularly more good information. If someone's spouting some bullshit, debunk them. If you have an easily credible source, debunk them. That's why Snopes is a great resource. But of course, people who have formed an opinion that is contrary to, well, reality will often not be moved by that. The great thing is their friend who may not have drunk the Kool-Aid on an issue might see other information and go, okay, that's fair enough. It's like in a political election. Let's say 25% of the population vote red, 25% of the population vote blue. You can't change their minds. Even if, the leader of red was somehow revealed to be a womanizer who used his political clout to cheat on his wife several thousand times, and the person that leads blue is a convicted money launderer that has been found to be siphoning out the money. The people in those two camps don't particularly care who their leader is. They're going to vote for that person. They could be both as equally corrupt. You can't change their mind. The other 50%, the undecided, is where the political attack campaigns will hit home. They don't care about the other people they can't talk to. They talk to the people undecided. That is what wins elections. So of course, this is where disinformation becomes very, very easy to be interrupted as, well, real news. And then you'll get the person going, well, it's my opinion. Again, it's fine to have an opinion, but when you get called out on your opinion, like I knew someone who kept going about how Hillary's foundation was funded by the Russians. And as soon as I pointed out, they've publicly declared it, oh, but look, Donald Trump has been paid for by Russians secretly. My information is immediately dismissed, even though it's factual. So there you go. That's an opinion versus a fact. And of course, that person unfriended me. Now, it's not to say you should always dismiss someone's opinion. You should always look at their information as a potential learning point. It feels very easy to say, well, this person knows nothing. What are they talking about? Maybe there's some kernel of truth in that opinion. Or as I go back and say, historical context. There's some information which historically was considered correct, but you're looking back on hindsight and it's like, no, that's wrong. That is clearly wrong. We know better now, and it is wrong. We need to update the information. We need to call out whatever systems are in place to skew these results. We even have to look at things where historically history has been changed to suit a particular demographic. I'm not going to say it's always white dudes. It's always white dudes. What I am saying is that new information always helps. New statistics, new studies. We can rely on the scientific process when it comes to dealing with some factual information like regarding climate change, not just some asshole who goes, these kids today don't know what photosynthesis is. They're gonna get confused with climate change. Yeah, that was a kind of hot take that happened. And if we're gonna slightly dip our toe into the previous topic, I'm trying not to get angry again. You can see where this opinion comes in, where these people have an opinion that being a geek is X thing, and anything that's not an X thing is therefore false. And of course, I've been reading today about people who don't think the X-Men was an allegory to racism or segregation, homophobia, or any of these other things that it clearly was, and even the writers like Stan Lee and Chris Claremont directly said it was. And they call themselves the true comic fans. Fuck comic gators. So yeah, this is probably going to be a short one. I didn't really have much to say. I just wanted to get that out there. And even if you don't agree with my opinion, that's fine. Give me some information that will back up your claim, and I might change my mind. I've changed my mind in the past. I've had some pretty shitty views in the past, but I've read books, I've read studies, I've looked into things, and I've changed my views over time. If I had to talk to myself 20 years ago, I'd probably slap him upside the head for being an ignorant dickhead. I think we all would do that if we were given the choice, though, let's be brutally honest. There's very few people who haven't changed that much in 20 years. And a message to my 20-year-old self, I think when you get into the depths of the internet and you're going to start learning more about other people and their lives, that's probably going to be one of the truest enlightenment moments you're ever going to have. I mean, I kind of just started this entire vlog with the mission statement that I can end with. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and sometimes they're full of shit. That's pretty much all you need to know. It's sometimes, of course, trying to identify what's more shittier than the other shit, but don't think your poop doesn't fucking stink, or because you can't smell it. That was a talk shit analogy, wasn't it? So if you enjoyed this video, or even if you didn't enjoy this video, click one of the thumbs below and share and subscribe. If you want, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever one of these videos go up. The current schedule is a Monday video of Back Down Shed, a Friday video of Back Down Shed, and a Wednesday video being either a vlog or something else. I really hope you enjoyed this, well, no shit Sherlock video. See ya.